Good morning, RVers. My name is Jason Harrington here at Veurink's RV Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now, what I have for you today is Renegade's all-new 2021 Veracruz. This is the 35MDS, so it's a 2-slide unit. It's going to have the queen bed in the back and then a living slide up front. This is going to be new to 2021. There's a couple small feature changes, but mostly it's going to be your traditional Veracruz. Still the best out there. It's not competing with anybody. And here's a couple reasons why. So starting up front, we're going to use the Ford chassis. It's an F-Series chassis. It's a 550. So we are an XLT trim package with the 6.7 liter Power Stroke turbo diesel. This one we do equip in a 4-wheel drive. So that is coming from Ford, the 4-wheel drive. It is locking, so you got your your diffs up front. You have to lock those, and then you have 4 wheels. So it is 2-wheel until you switch it into 4 wheels. So don't get too caught up on you don't want to mess around with the fuel mileage of a 4-wheel drive vehicle. And then as you can see how nice this thing looks. So this one is optioned with the Pebble paint scheme. It's a silver and a black. What we do is we use a Mercedes Sickens paint on the side, and then we cut and buff between each layer. So if you go into another brand's version of this and you run your hand down this thing, you're gonna feel a bump between every layer of paint that they do on there. It almost feels like they're using decals, but they're not. It's just a poor quality paint. So with the Mercedes Sickens paint, cut and buffed in between every layer, and they do a triple clear coat on the front and a double clear coat on the back. It makes it look really nice, and it's gonna last you a long time, and that's really important. You want the longevity of this coach to be there. Now, what I love about Renegade here is their baggage doors. So as you can see, this is a full-size baggage door. It is not your traditional 5th-wheel travel trailer type door that you're gonna see on the competitors out there. And this is completely supported with 2 hinges on there. So this thing's rock solid. You can put some weight on there, and then you're double latched on both sides. So they shut really nice. Now what we did in here, we put a polycarbonate material in here. This is a mold and mildew proof material. There's LED lights in all your baggage doors, so you can load this thing up with as much stuff as you want and not have to worry about it. And as you can see here, we optioned in the outside entertainment center. Technically it is an option. They give you the Bluetooth stereo out here as well as a USB port for charging your phones. Double step on the exterior. This is a rock solid step. It's not gonna wobble around on you like a traditional camper would, or even some of the lower end gas motorhomes are pretty wobbly. These things are rock hard. Back here you got your dual tires. They are 19.5s, 225s. Again, 4-wheel drive, but check this out. Standard on this guy is your 8,000 watt quiet diesel Cummins Onan generator. Now this one does have auto gen start built in, plus you can start the generator from out here, from inside, or from your phone. It's really cool, and I'll go over the multiplex system inside and teach you guys how to do that as well. Now back here on the rear of the coach, they're gonna do a molded 2-piece fiberglass cap. Now why 2-piece, you say? So right here, you're gonna have a seam. And the reason they do this is I've seen a lot of motorhomes and a lot of people accidentally back into things throughout the years. It happens, don't feel bad. But when it does happen, you can replace just this bottom section and not the whole entire cap. So they're just thinking of you. They know that mistakes happen. Let's make it a lot easier if and when you smash it. Now, another thing that's gonna separate Veracruz from your other brands out there is your hitch. So standard Curt hitch, but you gotta remember, standard on these is 10,000 pounds. Because of Renegade's engineering, they're able to tow 12,000 pounds with this hitch. It has the 7-way up there, and you have a brake controller built in on the dash, so you're already set to tow. Now here on the driver's side of the coach, you're gonna have baggage doors all the way from front to back. This one right here is gonna be your holding tanks. You can see that they're completely wrapped, and they do have tank heaters on board as well. So these things will stay nice and warm no matter where you're traveling. So don't even worry about going through the mountains or going here in Michigan in the wintertime. Right here, this is one of my favorite parts about Renegade's factory, is when they design these wet bays, what they do that no one else does is they actually have a water jet in-house that'll scribe all of these into that piece of steel. So years down the road, when the sticker on your other motorhome peels off after getting wet a couple times and you're like, uh-oh, I don't remember which inlet was what, it's never gonna happen here. It's completely scribed out using a water jet built in-house. No one else is doing that. Furnace here, there's actually 2 furnaces on board, so you'll stay nice and warm. And then up here is gonna be where your inverter is, where your Jaboni control is for your solar, and then you can see this AGM battery right here, and that's an 8D battery. So that'll keep you going for a long time. There is a control inside where you can read out what your battery is charged at, so you can always stay on top of it to make sure your battery's not going too low if you are boondocking. Now this one does have solar on it. It's got 3 175 watt solar panels already on there, and then that Jaboni controller that's in there, there's a readout inside, and that's how you can monitor what your battery is doing at any time. Now standing inside of your Veracruz, you're gonna notice how well this thing is laid out. It feels so spacious in here, and what's awesome is when we bring this slide in, there is still a ton of room to maneuver throughout the coach. The fridge is placed exactly where it should be, TV. This one is optioned with theater seats. You can open the theater seats a little bit while you're traveling, but these are super comfortable, especially just for 2 people. So speaking of that, you can see how big this slide is and how deep this slide is. They're gonna use a triple track Schwintek slide mechanism, which is like the smartest slide out there. There's a little trick to it to make sure it stays a long time though. Give me a call and I can kind of go over that with you and help you maintain this thing. So you'll notice cabinets all the way across. Now speaking of the cabinets, you'll notice there's 0 hinges exposed to the outside. Everything is hidden, and they do what's called an infinity hinge on here. So this strut right here, you can actually leave the cabinet wherever you want and let go of it, so it's not gonna be falling on your head while you're trying to load stuff in there. And then you'll notice how nice these things look. This is a honey maple, but everything in here is real wood. Your stiles are real wood, your cabinet doors are real wood. Everything is real wood. Now you're gonna walk into another brand and be like, wow, this wood looks really nice. And then I want you to do this, open the door, reach your hand back here, touch that stile. Oh, it's MDF with a wrapped piece of wallpaper on there to make it look like wood. They do that to save money, but you don't catch it. So do you really want your cabinets peeling going down the road after a couple years? No, this is an expensive coach. You want it with real wood. Renegade uses it throughout. Now in the kitchen, full appliance suite, completely residential fridge, convection microwave, induction cooktop, LG solid surface countertops, and then again, real wood drawers with the soft touch close option on these ones. And then right here, when you walk in, is gonna be your TV soundbar combination. Pull a lever, it does swing out so you can see it up in your bunk up front or sitting on the Dream Dinette or the theater seats. But right next to that is gonna be all your controls. So when you walk in the coach, you're gonna have your multiplex system right here. There is an app for this, and I can go over what app you need and how to set it up for you. Just give me a call anytime and I'll go over all of that. But this is gonna control your whole entire coach. You can do it right from your phone. It makes life so much easier, but you can monitor everything. You can monitor your AC, your tanks, anything you want, do it right from there. There is also another app that you can download that'll control your leveling. This one has a 4-point hydraulic automatic leveling system on it that you can control right from there, and I can teach you how to do that as well. We'll go over that in a different video. Now back here with this floor plan, you're gonna have the walk-through bath into the master bedroom. So in the bathroom, this side will have your one-piece fiberglass shower surround with your triple glass door and then your porcelain foot flush toilet. And then across from that will be your vanity kitchen sink. So it's really nice if someone wants to get ready on this side, someone's in the shower on that side, you can easily do it. You got 3 doors in this area, all pocket doors, so it just makes it really easy to use for multiple people. Now back here in the bedroom, queen bed. It is a memory foam mattress. It's really comfortable. This does lift up for a little bit of storage underneath there, but your water tank's also underneath there. You got 96 gallons of water on this thing. And then all your his and her wardrobe on both sides. Really nice use of space. Speaking of that, you have another AC in here. AC up there, you have 2 air conditioner units on board. You can control them each individually. And what's really cool is they have condensation pumps on them. So that's actually gonna take the water from it and shoot it underneath your coach instead of off the sides. So you see those coaches with those black streaks going down the side of it, and they just look so awful down the road. You're not gonna get that on here. And I can show you how to control that, but give me a call. We'll do that on the multiplex system, but we'll go over that at a different time. So up here in the cockpit of the Veracruz, what I love about this segment of RV is the fact that when you're driving your regular vehicle, whether that's a truck, a van, car, whatever, and you're gonna jump over to your Class A motorhome or what have you, it's such a giant transition going from this big, huge motorhome to your car, back to the motorhome. You gotta get in it, like mentally psych yourself up that you're driving this massive machine. This thing is the XLT 550 front end, so it is just a standard pickup truck front end. It's the exact same dash that's gonna be in an F-Series Super Duty. So everything is all the same. You got Apple CarPlay built in, your cameras are built in right here. By the way, you have 3 cameras on board. Your brake controller, everything is centrally located, all right where it would be in your regular vehicle. So it's really cool. And then what they do is they recover the seats up front just to match them to your ultra leather in the back, and it just makes it really nice touch. You don't have such a weird transition from front to back, but it's really nice jumping into this. It feels like you're driving a regular pickup truck and not a motorhome. You almost forget that there's a motorhome behind you. It just drives so smooth. You'll love it. You definitely have to sit in this thing and drive it to understand how nice it really is. So if you want to do that, give me a call. So thanks again for watching the video on the Renegade Veracruz 35MDS. This is the 2021 edition, but I know I was only able to go over a little bit about this thing. Molly told me I could have to keep it to a certain time, so we're trying to do that this time. So there's gonna be a lot of questions you're gonna have, whether it's construction, what separates this from your competition, how you can get this thing, how you can finance it, if you need it delivered anywhere in the nation. Well, I can answer all those questions for you. So please give me a call whenever you get done watching this video, and I'd be happy to work with you. We got this one here right now, or I could possibly order you one that's gonna fit exactly what you need, and I can go over all that with you as well. So give me a call, and I can't wait to work with you.